Hi, I'm Jess from Busybodies with Jess.
Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast. It's Simon here.
It's Rachel here.
Please like, share and subscribe. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast again. We're here with Jess from with Busybodies with Jess. We'll keep that one in.
Oh God.
Hello Jess.
Sorry.
Thank you. It's last minute as well because we had someone sick and you said yesterday you'll come on the show, so thank you very much.
That's okay.
Are you nervous, Jess?
Yeah.
Oh, we're nervous about him.
Yeah. So tell us about your business.
So I'm a children's entertainment party business, but I've just recently gone into adults as well. So adults and events and stuff. And
I'm glad you cleared that up
as well.
Because you said children's entertainment and I've recently gone into adults. What, adult entertainment?
Yeah. I was finishing my sentence, so let me finish.
Sorry.
Go on.
You can slap him at the end.
It's fine. It's okay. And then I do I've now got a black and... Oh my God, I can't even talk.
It's all right. It's all right, Jess,
Glow in the dark blackout tent, glow raves, and they have all their party lit up as well.
What, the adults? Anyone?
Adults or children.
So how big's that tent then?
So it's 6 metre by 6 metre
Blimey.
tent.
That's 1 metre longer than this. And then twice the... That's huge. That's cool.
And that goes in their garden or
It can go in their garden, it can go on the grass in corporate events and fields and stuff. And they can either pay per child to go in at corporate events, or it's like a set package they can have, and they can have it overnight as well. Because I want to do, the next thing I'm doing is cinema screen and all cushions and stuff for the kids, so they can watch a film in there. Because I've already got the screen and things. I just need to reset it up and take some videos and stuff.
Cinema party. That's a
cinema party, popcorn, things like that for them. I'll have all cushions on the floor. Oh, wow. And they can have a sleepover in there if they want to.
Nice. So where did it all start then? Because obviously you're still little. You're still very young.
I was going to say, she looks she's not old enough. She should be in that tent watching Beauty and the Beast herself.
I'm 23. So.
No, you're not. That's 6.
23, so...
So where did all this come about then? So you went to school. Did you plan on doing this at school? Or
I've always wanted to run my own business because Dad's always run his. So I've always grown up around him running his own business, and then I worked on his flower stall to get confidence and things like that, talking to people. And I just love doing that anyway, which is then why I went into musical theatre in college, because I've always danced. I've danced since I was little. So I done that, and then I've done singing lessons and stuff as well. So I've always been in the entertainment
you still do it
industry.
Now? In a band or anything now?
No, so I do singing on the side. I do want to go into more of my singing and stuff, but running this and doing that at the same time, I'm trying to incorporate into the business. So I do karaoke parties.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
That's
which is handy for this.
Yeah, so that's another thing I do as well. I could tell you a whole
list them all
of
off.
things, so.
That's what you're here for.
Today's sponsors are Dimodici Associates, Chartered Structural and Civil Engineers.
Based in the UK with a worldwide reach.
Visit their website on dimodiciassociates.com.
Right at Home Medway, providers of safe and trusted quality care for adults in the comfort of their own home. Whether you need companionship, medication assistance, personal care, living care or more, we've got you covered. Visit rightathome.co.uk/medway or call them on 01634 979 000.
Put your business in front of 30,000 new customers with the Hindsight Directory. This A5 full-colour magazine is delivered by Royal Mail to Maidstone, Gravesend, Medway and Bromley, with more areas to come. Visit hindsightdirectory.co.uk. Need stunning video or photography for your big day, or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion. You can use that if you want, if it helps.
Yeah, it probably will.
You're on then. Get them all off, it don't matter.
Can I have a look at one?
No, pound.
But I do kids workshops and stuff as well throughout half terms. So I do games and activities with them, and I've got an Easter bunny from another company because I supply other companies as well. So I don't just do it myself. So cool. I subcontract work. because again, I'm one person. How can you do it all? Because you can't.
No, of course.
So I've got an Easter bunny coming in, Easter half term, and I also work with like SEND children.
So when you say you got an Easter bunny coming in, do you have a location that these kids can go to in half term?
Yeah,
right,
so
okay, where's that?
I use Woodland Sports and Arts Centre. So it's the school, it's not the sports centre, because they have like the sports centre behind.
I don't know, do I, Woodlands?
It's near Gillingham Football Club.
It's literally about half hour from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too far, but I'll book out a studio and we literally stay in there for the whole day. Do games, activities, then the Easter bunny comes and visits, and then there's toilet on site, things like that. So it's a really good base.
And you do it the whole week? The whole half-term week? Or
no, so I do like separate days,
right, okay.
And I split them up because then I also work with SEND needs children, and then I do also have another company that I work for, which is the actual company that I do my autistic children for.
Right, who's that?
Okay.
We Are Beams.
Oh, right, because I know Club Awesome very well.
Yeah, I've spoke to Club Awesome as well. I've done bits with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a group of 10 children. They're going to come in, and I'm going to invite the Easter bunny in and then do games and activities and stuff with them. Because they're only a small group of like 10 children, I do it separate to my other workshops, so they're not like bombarded by all these other crazy kids.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I do that separately.
You have to adapt those, because some of them do have special needs and special
Some are like in
learning needs
wheelchairs as well, and things like that. So different activities for different children.
And different things can stress them out. Like maybe that tent, one of them wouldn't like going in that, the blackout tent.
So I'm going to do that in summer with them, the blackout tent.
Yeah.
And I'm also taking them to archery and the climbing wall at St Andrews Lakes.
Yeah.
They've asked me as a company to come with them and help them out, and then do in their break, like lunch break, do like entertainment and games with them.
Cool.
So I'm booking it all for them because it's just easier if one company does it. And I'll book it through my company, so it's then like a business coming to their event basically. So we're going to do that, and then
brilliant.
Yeah.
So I was just looking.
You
down
always jump
here.
in.
That's all right. I was looking down here. I'm thinking, so workshops, nursery, kids entertainment, events, blackout hire tent, which is what we've spoken about before. Princess Pirates Party. Sorry, I can't even read this. Princess Party and Glow Disco. Is that very similar to what? Sort of like the tent, the hire tent.
So if they don't have the space, I can do it in like a hall, or I can do it in their garden, but it has to be dark. But I'll be doing like glow parties, so they still get all the glow stuff included. It just won't be in the tent because some people don't have the space, things like that. So I've got the two different options. They don't have to have the tent, but it's there if they want it.
Slime creation. I hate slime. Slime is the worst.
She hates balloons as well, but you have a lot of balloons, don't you? She hates balloons.
So fitness and active sessions. What's that then?
So I go into like schools and nurseries with that and do like activities and games. But again, it can be a party. So I done one the other day that was like superhero themed and Disney themed. So they had two teams, and one team was the Avengers and one team was like Minnie and Mickey Mouse, or whatever they want to call it. And they do like obstacle races, hand and eye coordination, balance, things like that as well.
So it's very educational as well. So you get that educational element to it as well. That's
so that's why I go into like schools and stuff, and I talk about kids nutrition and things like that as well. So it's like a workshop base, so I can do like 2-3 hours with them and do activities, games, then talk to them about my business, then talk to them about like the nutrition side of what I know for children. And it's not like a PE lesson, it's like something completely different. And it's teaching them balance, coordination, because some children, like I have dyslexia and dyspraxia, so dyspraxia is more like the coordination side of things, which is why I've done this in my business, because I didn't have it when I was younger. So it's just something different for the schools to have, for someone to come in that's already got some sort of needs, and they can go in and teach the children that have them, or they don't have the needs and they just want to have a bit of fun, they can do it as well. So.
Do you use Excel?
Yes, I do.
What colour are your Excel? Are they multicoloured? Or do you keep it black and white?
I've kept it black and white.
Right. Different dyslexia to me then. Because I have to have mine multicoloured to see anything. I won't see stuff otherwise. It would just be a mess of black and white.
Yeah, I do have certain colours on like the spreadsheet. So it's like entertainment's this,
straight away.
Then activities is this. Because I do so much, I have to have the different colours at the top. but I don't like label it all different colours. That's
I do
just black.
colour columns and everything. I'm a nightmare.
If you printed his out, it would be like the rainbow. I'm like, well, what am I looking at?
What's next? Yeah, so I have like the top, the list are different colours, so I know what's what. And like if I'm in schools, I have a certain colour for that.
How was you at school with dyslexia? Was it?
Hated it.
Did it help or not?
No.
Because it wasn't even invented when I was at school.
No,
obviously.
So they didn't really do much at all, to be honest. I didn't get, like, Mum tried with the support and stuff, but they weren't very good. Like, I got bullied and things like that. I took a year out because I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And then I went back and they were still the same. So I was like, well, we'll just see what happens. I didn't get any GCSEs or anything. I was just like,
Because
they're
meant to be there to support you with stuff like GCSEs and to be able to help you.
Yeah.
Because you've got all the knowledge up here, haven't you? It's just then getting it down onto paper. That's the hard
Richard
bit.
Branson's dyslexic, mate, so you'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
exactly. Yeah. That's what I said to Dad. Like, Dad's got dyslexia as well. So, and Dad's got no GCSEs. He got kicked out of every school, let's face it. Like, yeah, he was not in any school because they didn't get what it was then.
Yeah,
No.
of course.
And he's got his own business, so I know I can do it without it. Like, it's like I go into these mental health schools and the kids are all worrying about like their GCSEs, things like this and whatever else. And I'm like, I'll be honest, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, I go in and I tell them the truth. Yeah. Some teachers probably look at me and think, she shouldn't be saying that. But, yeah.
But they need to know that.
They need to know that it's not a problem.
Because you're made to feel like you haven't got a life if you don't know this.
That's why I go into these schools as well, because they want someone different to talk to. They don't want the teachers to talk to. They really don't.
Because the teachers are literally standing there going, you must do this, you must.
I mean, this mental health school is really good with the kids. I can't fault them, to be fair. They are very good with them and they do tell them the truth. But I'm a bit more brutal and I do go in and I tell them I've got my own business with no GCSE.
Yeah.
Well, I say I've got no GCSEs. I've got dance, which again is what I do anyway. And my entertainment and stuff. I said, but that's practical side of things. So some people are better at practical. Some people are better at
some people can only learn what they're interested in.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if you go into these schools and your talks and everything just affect one person, that's still one person that thinks, actually, I can do what she's doing. Yes, I'm not very good at English, I'm not very good at maths, I can't get everything down on paper, but I can still have a business, I can still have a house, I can still have all these things in life that people might say, oh, you need GCSEs for that, you need a good job for that. You can still do it.
Yeah,
even when you have dyslexia or something like that as well.
Yeah, because this girl come in and spoke to me. She literally said, can I talk to you outside? And I said, yeah, okay. I thought, oh, God, like, what's going on? I thought, oh, no. But no, she just wanted to talk about what I do and things like that away from everyone else. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, that's not a problem. Because she wanted to talk about, like, GCSEs, things like this, and, like, going into college. I said, you don't even have to go to college. I said, you can go do an apprenticeship if you want to. I said, I'd happily take someone on that wants to learn. Like I said, I'm happy to do that because I've got a 15-year-old doing face painting at the minute. She absolutely loves it. And that's her learning. Because she wants to go into college and do like all makeup and things like that and designs and stuff. So that kind of helps her and support her in that. So I said to the kid, I said, like, talk to me. I said, tell me what you want to tell me. I said, it doesn't have to go any further than where I am. Like, I won't tell anyone if she doesn't want me to, unless I thought like something was wrong.
There was a risk,
then I'd tell someone. But she just wanted to talk about school and life. So I was like, okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
Quite sweet.
That's amazing.
So obviously you only were at school about 5 months ago yourself. So did you always want to work with kids?
I've always
from the beginning.
I've always loved like working with kids and doing things with them.
And you say this is 2 years old. So was it a plan to have something like this from the beginning for you, or?
To be fair, I started off with the kids fitness side. So I worked in a nursery and I'd done a kids fitness course like whilst working there. And it was mainly just like the kids fitness, the dyslexia or dyspraxia side of things that I wanted to have the business. And then I thought, I can make it into so much more. And then it just grew from there, really. Like, I was like, I know how to do entertainment because I worked at Haven Holiday Park as well.
Right.
And done the entertainment there. Then COVID hit and I was like, all right, I need to do something. So that's why I worked in the nursery because I thought it's a stopgap. It's not where I want to be, but it's a stopgap. And do you know what? I do miss them kids. Them kids were great. But I couldn't do what I wanted to do in the nursery because of their rules, regulations, things like that. They had all things in place, fair enough. But like I took like tough trays in and made like a beach and things like this and whatever else, and they was like, can't do that. And I went, it's got to go in the bin. But like you try these things to see if you can do it. Yeah. And I also did ask to bring some of my fitness stuff in and things like that. I said, it's been risk assessed. I'm doing a course. I've got the training. Can I do it with you? No, because it's not risk assessed in their building.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get it risk assessed? No, we don't want it. Okay, fair enough. So they didn't give me that option and they didn't give me that choice. So I stayed there for 6 months and went, bye, see you later. Yeah. I'm going to do my own thing. And that's when I set up, because I was just like, I've got the kids' fitness course. I'd done that in 6 months. She meant to take a year. Wow. But I was like, 6 months it is. Get it out there. Yeah. I need to get out because I just wasn't doing what I wanted to do, which I knew what I wanted to do. After doing the course and stuff, I was like, this is what I want to do. Was it scary taking that step from sort of like paid work at the nursery self-employed to nothing? Yeah. I sat in my room for 2 weeks and I went, what do I do? I had savings and stuff, but I went, where do I even start? Like mum and dad helped me with my kids' fitness, like getting all the bits in and things like that, and then I just paid it back. But it was like, to start off with, I was like, what do I do?
Because it's showing your business to everyone.
Mum helped me with the logo as well.
What did you do? Like, would you have a website, and did you speak to someone oversee SEOs and things like that? Yeah. So I have a website and stuff now. Someone else runs it for me because I don't have time for that as well. Like I run my Facebook, I run my Instagram, and then I go out and do the jobs myself. So it's like, it's so much going on. I was like, someone else needs to do that. And if I need to add to it, I just message them and they add to it and then send me an invoice and I pay it off, and that's that. And it's not expensive either to get someone else to do it. It saves me so much time as well, and they know what they're doing. Whereas I tried to learn and I went, this is not for me. I was like, I've got so much other admin stuff to do. It's like emails as well, like trying to keep on top of them, because I get schools email me daily. I get like other people email me daily, like events companies. And so they're finding you?
Yeah. And now I've
would you say
got my van as well.
Your van.
Well, my website was one of them, and then Facebook is the main thing I use.
So do you post on Facebook a lot? Or?
Yeah, a lot of the time, mainly 3-4 times a day, and then it's on there. But I make sure I do the post the day before, and then I can just keep posting. And I don't post the same thing. Because I can't. I make it different every day because I can't post the same thing because people just see it otherwise, and it's just the same.
They just go, oh yeah, I've seen that. It's fine. But that's what we found. A lot of businesses that we spoke to said it's so much better to outsource the bits that either you don't like or you can't do, because otherwise you sit there and stress over little things, which then takes up more time than it should, which means you're not out there selling your brand, selling the business, right? So the amount of people we've spoken to that said that is...
so like I don't do balloons, but if they want balloons, I've got a person that does them, and I supply them out. Like I've got a booking, and she wants like the sailboard things that I've got. She wants that, but I don't do balloons. She wanted balloons, so I asked the balloon lady. I'm taking both to the event. The balloon lady's just going to drop the balloons to me. And it's like, it's just as simple as that. And then you go collect them later on in the day once they're done, and you can go do another event whilst they've got that, which is why I'm doing the flower wall and things as well. So I can drop that off, go do another event, go pick it up. So there's that gap in between where I've got the time to go do another event whilst they've got...
Cool. And the other thing is, as you expand, you get a couple of balloon ladies you can call on. You know?
Yeah, I have been in touch with a few. I've been in touch with like a few other like mobile bar companies as well for my blackout tent, because they can have that inside. And then also I've got a DJ. I've got a couple of DJs now that will then go in that blackout tent if they want that, or they can have my Bluetooth speakers. It kind of just depends which ones they want.
Budget wise.
Budget, and things like that. Like schools are very budget based. Sorry, that's my chickens.
I think my chicken's just laid an egg.
Oh my God, it's so loud.
Either that or it's been killed by a fox.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure it'll be all right. It's making noise out there, so you're all right.
Well, stop now.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be okay.
So is this where you envisaged your company being when you started it out?
No. Right. It's built up very quickly, to be honest.
Good for you.
And I didn't expect it to get this big, this quick. I thought, it'll just be like a few years and then I'll just see where it goes. No, I'm out every day. doing something at the minute.
So it's not just weekends then?
No.
Because a lot of times, especially like in the wedding industry like we're in, it's your weekends are gone, you know, especially in the summer. It's like, right, you have no weekend, you have no social life.
To be fair, in summer my weekends are gone. But so are my weekdays, because I do the workshops and things. They come during the week. I don't do any workshops of a weekend in summer because I just don't have time. I have parties, I have events, I have corporate events. Like, I just don't have that time to go, let's do a weekend one where younger children can come along and things like that. But parents like it because they can drop their kids off and then get either the grandparents to pick them up. As long as I know who's picking up, who's dropping off, things like that, it's absolutely fine. And I don't let anyone in unless I know them. So it's like they're secure anyway. They're safe in the building, and it's only me that's got a key thing to get in and out. So
wow, it sounds really amazing. What sort of challenges do you sort of face with this business then? What sort of challenges have you faced, or do you sort of perceive that you're...
Sort of.
Shut up, otherwise I will leave. So your challenges that you see, the challenges that you face.
To be fair, like, it's more so like time, having time to do everything and anything, like just the setups as well. They take time. People don't really understand that they take more than an hour sometimes to do like big setups. If they want it to look good, you've got to give me time, basically. Other challenges, I mean, it's probably like just getting the work in. Always having clientele is one of the big things. But you just got to keep posting. Like, some days I'm like, right, now what do I post? But you just have to find something to post, and you have to always be busy. You have to look busy. Even if you're not busy, you have to look busy. I haven't had any struggles really. It's more like clients sometimes are hard.
No annoying little kids that just come and kick your leg or something like that.
Well, yeah, I do have that as well. Yeah. But I've just learnt to ignore, or I call them out on the mic, and then they look at me and I'm like, now you know. Now you know. And they do look at you and I'm like, if you're naughty, I'll tell you off. But if I can joke around with you, I'll do it on the mic. But I don't really tell any kids off, to be honest. I just joke around with them. Because if they're cheeky, you just have to joke them. Basically, pretty much. And they do look at you and you're like, I just did that as well. Like, some kids want to talk on the mic. Some kids just come and sit on me and I'm like, okay. What do I do?
They feel comfortable around you by doing that, don't they? That's the thing.
No, it's nice. Like, when I play Pass the Parcel, they're like, are you going to sit down? I'm like, no, I'll stand over here so you can pass the parcel round. And they're like, no, you sit down. And I'm like, okay. So I then end up playing Pass the Parcel with them as well. I'll stop it on the button. Or it's like, some kids, I'll play musical statues. Sometimes I count down because some kids are like looking at me for like ages and I'm like, they're not even doing anything or dancing. So I do a countdown and some kids just go, you can't do that, that's cheating. I'm like, so I do get told off, basically. And sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes I'm like, right, this is awkward. Because then the parents are watching as well. So you're like, you can't really say anything. But I just had to laugh it off. This was a few weeks ago. I thought, I'll just laugh it off and just carry on. Because these parents were watching as well. So I was like, I can't even just say something. Because then you don't know what the parents are going to say. That's one thing as well I have for like parties. The parents always have something to say. It's not even the kids. Like, sometimes it's the parents and you're like, what do I do? You just look round like, okay. Or like, my child didn't win.
Well, you're joking.
But there's 30 children. Not every child's going to win.
Right.
Half of these children didn't win something. But at the end of it, you all get a sweet to take home. I make sure every child has a sweet before they leave. Or a prize before they leave.
They're afraid to teach their kids that they can't win everything.
And then the kid cries because the parent is like that. Made it in their head like
Life
they have
isn't
to win.
Winning, kids.
It's a bit harsh. It's a bit dark.
Can't win everything.
But I make all my entertainment fun, and you know what? I just laugh it off at the end of the day. Like, I do have struggles. Every business does. Some days I sit in my room and think, right, what's next? What new thing can I do? Or like, it's like budget as well. Like you have to know budget because slime costs a lot. So
it's horrendous.
It's like the glue, things like that.
Yeah.
That runs out quick. And if you don't watch your kid, that glue's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In seconds.
Yeah.
So you have to be on it. Like I when I worked at Haven, they done slime workshops. They were not organised in the slightest.
Oh, really?
Like they were a mess.
Do you make your own slime? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, so you would use PVA and add some colour to it? or
Yeah,
something?
so I use like Elmer's glue and things
Oh,
like
right,
that.
okay,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the main glue I use. Because it works.
Yeah.
I've tried so many ways. So many
Super glue.
ways.
All these kids
Hot glue gun.
Hot glue.
all these kids go, I can't do it.
Yeah. My hands are stuck.
All the kids are stuck to the side of you.
To be fair, they get messy with it anyway, and I know that. And I have like a big mat out, things like this.
Is there something you offer that as soon as they ask you for it, you go, oh, shit.
I do think,
Slime.
great, that's me involved in that. If it's a 4-year-old and under, that's me getting involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're older, they can do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're like, can you help me? And come with their hands like all sticky and gluey. And I'm like,
grass all over.
I'm like, just mix your hands together or something. I'm like, it will stick. You just need to keep adding stuff. And they're like, but I can't. And I'm like, I'll add the stuff, you hold your hands there. And you just have to explain to them that you can't take it off their hands because it just gets messy otherwise.
Yeah.
It just gets everywhere. But it does eventually work.
Do you find things like weddings more challenging because the parents are getting more sort of drunk as it goes on?
No, to be fair, I just find it funny, to be honest, because I've done like glitter and festival glitter and things like that at weddings.
Right,
and they come over and they ask me for it on their chest. They ask it for in certain places. And I'm like, I can't do it in that place, but I can do it in your hair. I can do it. It's because they're drunk. They just ask these random things. And I'm like, these are the places I can do
your
it.
face, Rach. We always get Rachel.
No.
Sorry to jump in. I'm terrible at that. But we always get Rachel. She's had a tattoo done on the show. What else you had done? You've had plaits. You're having a facial done or something.
I've had makeup.
Got a glitter done.
No, I'm just like his
I wanted
guinea pig,
Cherrywood Podcast tattooed across her forehead.
Absolutely no way. But yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Rachel do it. I'm like, oh God.
Thanks.
So yeah.
Yeah, I do all different like festival glitter and things like that at
Wicked.
weddings and stuff as well. But this is new now for the blackout tent and the flower wall. And
That's a
things,
blow-up tent by the looks of it, is it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
What's your best, when someone says, right, I've got a blank canvas, I want a party or a corporate event or something, and you think, okay, perfect. What's your ideal sort of situation where you can go, right, you could have this, you could have this, you could have this. What's your favourite go-to?
When they give me like free reign, it's great. I'm like, right, you can have this, you can have this, and I make a package for them.
Right.
Like, so I make a package deal, and I'll take certain amount off because then it makes it as a package. But
And also you have to look at how much space they got, I suppose,
yes,
as well.
yeah. So as long as they send me like a picture of the space or I go see the space before the event, I can basically free reign it, have balloons, have arches, have the lot. But I've recently only just started like decorating places as well, because I used to just do like the entertainment, things like this, games and whatever, and I thought, I can make this look better. So now I have like the kids fitness side of things. I'll set all of that up, but then I'll have arches, I'll have balloons, I'll have everything. So it looks like a party, not just, oh, I've set this up in your garden or I've set this up in your venue. Because that's when I first started. When I first started, I had no idea how to set things up. And I just kind of thought, yeah, that looks good. You'll see from the start of my business to now, it's a massive difference. But you learn as you go along.
And you're
because
doing
see
this,
different parties and events. So.
You're setting this all up by yourself?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Wow.
Yeah, the 6x6 blackout tent, I do have to take my dad and my boyfriend at the minute because I can't lift
your
it.
boyfriend at the minute because you might split up with him? Well, that's the way she said it.
It did come across like that.
You know, he's my boyfriend at the minute, but he's handy for putting the tent up.
So I might
Sorry,
say with it.
boyfriend, I think she's dumping you.
I've been together 4 years in April, so we're not.
What, when you were 6 or something?
So he's pre-company, so, you know.
A pre-company, yes, that's fair enough.
So,
Yeah.
so what if someone said corporate event, so adult entertainment, it sounds so wrong, adult events and parties, how would you sort of differentiate your the business? Will you shut the hell up? Now I'm self-conscious now. How would you differentiate the businesses? So you're really good at entertaining the children.
Yep.
Do you have to get into a different mindset of entertaining adults.
Yeah, you kind of have to change your mindset and talk to them as adults, not as children. Sometimes you have to talk to them as children because some adults don't care and don't listen. But I do more like party dances with them. So like the older generation party dances and different ones for them. I also do silly party dances as well to make them look silly because it makes it fun. They love it. They enjoy it. And then sometimes I just set up and they have the Bluetooth speakers and they just do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I come back for it all and do like all the big setups and things like that. So, but then the corporate events, I do History. I've done that last year.
Wow.
You do what?
History. It's Blackheath. It's like a big
Is it a
festival.
Kiss FM thing?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's a big festival in Blackheath. And I've done that last year. And that was mainly adults on the first day. Then the second day was kids. So you have to change that mindset in 2 days. You've got the adults and then you've got the
God, I bet
kids.
you're exhausted after those 2 days, aren't you?
Yeah, they are long days. The setups are like from like 6, 7 in the morning.
Right.
And then you end the day on the Sunday at like 10, 11 at night. And then you're packing everything up to go home. So, I did that last year. But they won a lot this year. So I'm thinking
Extra
maybe
people.
not. Yeah, or extra people. But it's then budgeting. It's getting all the products in. They just want a lot of money for, like last year I paid £1,000 for 2 days. This year they want double that and more.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money, but it's an option. It's there if I want
Get
it.
the deposit,
So,
use the deposit to pay for it and do that.
Yeah. But it's then again a lot of products that I'll have to get in. You have to then get the product money back. Yeah. You got to get the products back. You've got to get the like stand money back, and then you've got to earn a profit out of it for 2 days. It's not easy, but I did earn everything back last year. But then this year they want a lot more, so it's kind of debating whether to do it or not do it. But there is other events out there. There's like the wedding events that I want to do this year, so I might use that money instead and use it for them and do something different and see what they're like. And then next year I can then decide which one was better for my business and choose which one I preferred more.
So you
do
sort
it that
of go
way.
down like the wedding fair route and
Yes.
sort of advertise your businesses at weddings.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do this year. And if I don't get in with them, I'm just going to walk around the events and go talk to people.
I can't see you not getting in with them. There's not
you've
that
got-
many children's type things. We go to wedding events, obviously, like Detlin. Is it Detlin? One
Yeah,
you're
there's
after?
Detlin, then there's a Maidstone one that I've done, and like hotels are doing them as well.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of hotels.
In
so
our
I'm gonna have a
opinion, the Detlin one is like the FA Cup final.
Wedding fairs,
one.
yeah.
That's where everyone goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the big ones. I think they're 3 times a year, so you sort of spread yourself
Spread out,
and get enough. But yeah, there's nothing really for. It's more your entertainment would come in when the bride and groom are doing their speeches and stuff like that. So when it's your job will be sort of when we're doing the photos. As who that would be where you come in, and then up until maybe the speeches, and even into the evening a bit. So I can't think of that many companies that do that sort of
like children's
Yeah, there's garden games and things like that. Yeah, there are a couple, but I can't see you being told, no, we've got too many.
Yeah.
You usually get that with photographers. You usually get it with something. You're starting to get it with videographers.
Yeah, I had with
now.
one company, one hotel, they said they're not taking any more suppliers on. And I said, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fine. But they said go back to October next year and do it that way. So hopefully we'll see how it goes. But
what's
you just got to
what's
ask the
your
question.
favourite event then? Is it kids, corporate, weddings? If you could pick one.
Is there one you go, oh, good?
I like that, yeah.
To be fair, it's the kids' entertainment I do enjoy.
Regardless of where it is.
Yeah. Because I've done parties with like 60 odd kids and things. So, it is a lot, but I do enjoy it. And I just find them great because they just come out with random things. I'm just like, I enjoy it. I say things on the mic. They love it. But then I do also like the wedding side because then it's a quieter kind of drop-off service. And then I can go do something else and then come back for things. So
Is this your typical attire that you'd wear, or do you sort of get dressed in a sort of like a Sea Babies type? You know what I mean? What are those? What were they called? Milkshake.
Character
the milkshake
things,
girls,
like,
isn't it?
Like the bright coloured
Dungaree
dungarees.
type, yeah.
no. So I'd normally wear this.
It was
and
a
like
serious question.
black leggings or something.
Right.
Like if I'm going to like entertain children, I won't wear jeans. Absolutely not. It just doesn't happen. So yeah, I'll wear like all black, and then like for glow parties, I'll put some glow headband things on and things like that, and dress up for them. But if I'm not staying, just leave it all to them.
Wicked. Have you ever come back before and it's been absolutely wrecked?
Yeah.
And damaged?
Not damaged, no.
Just wrecked?
Well, to be fair, I went to an event and these kids were just out of control. Like, and some of my fitness equipment did break, but I just said to the parents, look, this is broken.
Yeah. And
you've had it all for free. So they didn't really do much, to be fair. The events people didn't do much either. But yeah, and I had my blackout tent the other week and it was absolute carnage. But
oh my God.
They had a good time. So it wasn't wrecked or anything. They just had a good time, and you could see they had a good time. Yeah. Like balloons were popped. Obviously balloons always pop anyway. Oh, yeah. So but it wasn't like a mess and wrecked and things like that. They enjoyed themselves. So they had a nice time with my tent. So that's the main thing.
Do you have to go in and like always, you know, like bouncy castles? If you have the bouncy castle at a party and you always, like, all the kids are jumping on it and the guys come to take it away and the kids are still jumping on it going, get off, because the kids want to jump on it all the time and plan it. Have you ever had to get to like a party and go, I've got to take this now, and they're all still going?
I actually have to like for like entertainment and stuff, for like the kids fitness side of things, like with all my obstacle race and stuff, they just take the hoops and things whilst I'm tidying up, and I'm like okay. I'm like, can I have that? Can I get that?
It would drive me insane. If I'm honest, it would drive me insane.
Like, whilst I'm packing up, I don't mind them like playing around with it all. That's fine. Like, but once I'm at the end, I'm like, right, I need that back now. And they look at me and I'm like,
yeah, but how many times have you finished a party and like, oh no, I've left the 4 hoops behind or something like that?
A couple of times. To be fair, I'm quite good at remembering everything, and knowing what I've got. And I do search the hall before I leave, or the garden before I leave. And parents will message me. They will go, you've left this. And I'm like, I'll come and collect it. Right. And they take it back to their house, and I collect it from their house and things like that. So I don't have to go back to the halls and things. But I'm quite good at remembering what I've taken, because I have like certain boxes for things as well, and if I know I haven't put something in that box, I know it's in that garden or that venue somewhere. And then I didn't used to have boxes. I used to just have it all separate, and it was a nightmare. It was carnage. And I have 2 suitcases for my like fitness stuff, so it all goes in there. So I know where that is. So I've just like, you've just got to be organised.
Do you have to be DBS checked as well for obviously working with kids?
Yeah. So I've got an enhanced DBS check. And,
what's that mean?
So it lasts for 3 years, and you can do like a lot more basically with it.
Because you can chaperone, you can you can do
it's a lot more. It's like a lot more involved in it. Like a normal DBS is just you can help look after children and things like that. But with the enhanced one, it's a lot better.
Mine's run out, I think.
It's more like you can take a child to the toilet if they need to, whereas you'd have to get someone else with a higher DBS to do that.
So I think I went for it once when I was Charlton's mascot, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long it lasts. A year, doesn't it? I don't know how long a DBS
normal DBS will last like a year.
Yeah, well, I did Charlton for 10 years and we did a DBS check once.
But you weren't, the children
the thing is, I wasn't by myself
on your
with
own.
the kids, so.
No, yeah, exactly. So in the schools, like the mental health schools, it took them ages for them just to give me, like, they have like a red pass and a blue pass, things like that, or red, whatever. It took me ages to get this yellow pass that I was allowed to then go in and out of this building, things like that. Even though I had my enhanced DBS, they had to wait like 3-4 weeks to see how I was. To then, even though I had this enhanced DBS, everything was on it, they were still really like on it because they're mental health children. Yeah. They don't want to just let someone in, tap in the door all the time. But I know, I've worked with SEND children, I've worked with mental health children. I know exactly what to do in the situation. So some situations I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I've been in a hospital mental health school and like one child had this mental breakdown thing and she was on the floor and I was like, and there was all the stuff like, yeah, just leave her, it's fine, she'll be okay. And I thought, I want to help. I was like, what do I do? But no, you just have to leave them in that situation.
They know, they're used to their little problems, aren't they? So.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what about like children, like when they get so hyper and they're running around, they've had all cake and everything, and then one throws up.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I feel like...
Do you know our kids, right? We have 2 kids together, and they sleep with a permanent sick bowl because she's that obsessed with it.
Like,
And the one night, our son took this sick bowl, put his cars in it, played with his cars, took it downstairs, left it downstairs, went to bed, he was sick.
Right, brilliant.
Bowl was downstairs.
No, right, in my defence, right, this bowl has hardly ever been used because they're not very sicky children.
They're not sicky, no, but you're obsessed with it.
It's more of a case of, because especially the younger one, he's got one of the camp beds.
Yep.
So if he feels sick, he's got to go down backwards, down the ladder, get through his room, go to the bathroom and then throw up. And holding that in, the sick in for that whole time, he isn't going to do it.
Because we all know what you're like when you're sick. When I first met her, right, when she was sick, she'd go, I feel sick. No run, just right where she was, like a child.
That was once. That was
Twice.
once. That was once.
Twice. I'm like, have you ever attempted to run when you've been sick? She's like, no. So run to a toilet or sink.
Go.
She just literally gets up in bed and goes, I really feel sick. Bah. I'm like, what the hell?
That was once. But my children's sick bowl is very rarely used, hence why he was playing with it, because he's never used it.
It wasn't. It was unused. But
Yeah.
she just you buy a bed and you buy a sick bowl.
And then they just sort of, it's tucked away behind all their cuddly toys and stuff. So if they feel sick and they
never
think, I'm
find
going to be sick, they grab the bowl and throw up in there.
Yeah, but I love the fact he was sick when it was downstairs for one night.
No, but it wasn't just sick. He sat at the top of his camp bed and went...
Puked down his ladder.
And it literally hit everything and it went up the wall and I was like, oh my God.
So yeah,
Actually,
sorry. Question. That was a question for her, actually at the start of this, wasn't
How do you deal with like children that are sick and stuff like that and just...
I don't clear it up.
Oh,
Did
right.
you let the parents...
Yeah, I carry on entertaining. I'm like, right, you've been sick, you go sit over there, you're not playing the game at the minute. And then I carry on because I'm not clearing up that sick. If the parents are there, they can deal with it.
Yeah.
If the parents aren't there, it's like when I do workshops and the parents not there, that's when I'm like, right, what is going on?
Yeah.
But I've never actually, touch wood, had that situation where a kid's been sick in my workshops. So it's always when they want to open something and I can't open it. That's when I'm like, right, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Or they don't bring a spoon for their yogurt and I'm like, I don't have a spoon. I can't magic a spoon. So sometimes I just I get a radio from the school that I have like the events in.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you have a spoon? And they're like, what? I'm like, I just need a spoon for a yogurt, and then they come and bring it, which is fine. But sometimes I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Or like they give them like this, I don't know if you've ever seen them, like the cathedral cheese things.
Yeah.
And you can never get into them. And I'm like, why would you give your child that? Like, please just give them something easy to open.
Or put them in that little box so that it's already open.
Yeah, so it's already open and they can eat it. Something, that's one thing I struggle with, to be fair.
Okay, let's talk geography now.
Oh.
How far do you cover in the UK?
Kent and London.
Kent and London.
Yeah, I will travel. Like, again, like someone asked me if I'd travel 4 hours. I said, if it's a big event, yeah. I said I'd do it. And I said if it's worth it, I'd do it. And I'd just stay in a hotel and stay overnight.
And you charge mileage?
Yes. Yeah. I'd charge mileage for that, and then I would charge like the hotel fee, things like this, and just make a package deal out of it, basically. I wouldn't say you need to pay for my hotel, you need to pay for this, blah, blah. I'll make a package deal.
Yeah.
So then it covers everything.
Covers it all.
But they think everything is included, basically. So,
because a lot of kids nowadays, it's very technology based, isn't it? It's a digital world of playing.
Yeah.
Do they get disappointed when there isn't any Game Boys or anything digital in your parties?
no, to be honest. I think the parents really ask the children what they want.
Yeah.
And they show them my stuff, which is why I have like the pictures and things on there, just to show them a little bit of what I do. And then I say, look on my Facebook, look on my website, there's videos, there's this, there's that. And the parents kind of show them nowadays, whereas like when obviously yous were younger, my parents were younger and things, they didn't. They just was like, McDonald's,
magician.
see you later.
Magician, random
McDonald's
magician
and see you
turns
later.
up, yeah.
That's what it was like when I was a kid. Like I had McDonald's and things like that. And also I made hula hoops when I was younger. Mum had this massive party with all these kids and I made hula hoops. Like you decorated these hula hoops with tape and things. You wouldn't do that nowadays. You wouldn't do that when you was like 6,
physical
7.
hula hoops or the crisps. Right.
Yeah, no, like big hula.
I'm just going to this one's got a little glitter on it.
I'm going to eat that as well.
Whole plate and all the kids are sitting there going...
It was a good party though, or like we used to have like the inflatables and things like that, like the obstacle races. I mean, I was 22 and I still had an obstacle race thing in my garden. So I know like different things like that works for the kids because I'd do it too.
Have you ever had to have like one of those ball pits with all the balls and then they just throw it out? Or do you
I have done that. I have done a toddler thing for it and I've never used it since.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is not for me. I don't want to be going around picking up all these balls. No, thank you. It was just effort. It was just pure effort. And I was like, that is not for me.
More back
like, someone else can do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll entertain. Someone else can do that job. I only had a small one as well. It wasn't even that big. And I was like, no, this is no. And some people have like 4-foot ones and things like that. And I'm like, no, it's just not happening.
Yeah.
So what's the 5-year plan? What'd you say? You got one?
I have and I haven't. I think I just want to build the business at the minute and see where it goes and see what else I can add. And I'm happy where it is at the minute as well.
And
but I just want to build it more.
Can you see yourself starting a completely different business with this one just sort of running in the background with someone else running it in the future?
I'd never say never. But
is there something else you're interested in?
No, not really.
You seem quite creative.
I absolutely love what I do.
Yeah.
So I really want to build this as well. So that's what I want to be in 5 years. You will naturally
build it, definitely.
Yeah, in 5 years I do want this to be a big business. So
excellent.
Well, you've already, I mean, it's evident from just talking to you that, you know, you've added all these different things already in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, you can see that you're really creative and already sitting there thinking, what else can I add? How can I be different? How can I go with the flow? Do you have to keep up with trends and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do keep up with like trends. Like it's like Wednesday Addams at the minute is one. Moana is one because of the new film. Snow White is now one because of the new film. So I do like themed workshops.
Right.
So every time a new thing comes out, I need to be on it before the kids even see it to then post a thing out. And then once the kids have seen it, they then book onto the workshop.
Of course,
have you thought about getting those themed singers in? I know a few of them.
Like the princess?
Yeah,
the princess and stuff. Yeah. I've got people that do that as well. So they all dress up for me.
You're a singer, you can do one.
Yeah.
I could. But if I can get other people to do it, why not?
Then you can just sit back and watch.
I've done my singing days, to be honest.
As you're picking up ball pit balls, you can be singing.
And they're cleaning up kids' sick as well.
You've been sick. Go and get your mum.
To be fair, I have done like all the princess dressing up, things like this. And
I bet you loved the old princesses, didn't you?
I did love it.
Did you go to
but
Disney
I've grown
as a
out
kid?
of it. Yeah, we did. We went
to everyone nearly, haven't we? Nearly. Yeah.
But I remember for Tilly when she was about 5, she had a party and we said, what can we do that's different? So we set up a little studio on the stage and we had Elsa and Anna, I think it was, and they then had their photo with Elsa and Anna. We literally had the backdrop, had the kids there, and we printed out the pictures for them. So every kid got a picture.
I think we shot it on a green screen, didn't we? And then I just put them in a Disney type effect background. I can't remember.
That was the Rapunzel one, Rapunzel and Belle,
Don't remember.
Yeah, the Frozen one, we just got a frozen background, like a winter background, and then the girls just stood there, and it was really good. But every kid got a picture with them. I got to take it home as well.
That's
so
really
they could
sweet.
keep it. But it was just something different for a party. Otherwise, it was just games and pass the parcel and stuff. And it just you
just the
need
standard,
that.
which is why I do the different stuff because I'm like, no, that's boring. I'll add it in if people want it. But like the musical statues, I always do to start off with anyway, because that's just that's just a game that the kids will love. And then if I add the other stuff in, I will do. But
then you can pick out the kids that don't really want to participate, or the ones that you think, okay, they're going to be a bit of a handful, stuff like that as well. You know, as soon as you start the party, you know who's going to listen and who's not going to. In your head you do think some things, but you're just like, just don't say anything, it's fine, and you just carry on. And do you know what? I entertain the kids that want to be there, and the kids that don't want to be there, fine. Do whatever you want to do, but don't come and annoy me. Well,
that's one thing I I say?
I couldn't do your job. I think I'd lose my patience far too much. I'd be like, I have a nervous breakdown. I'll be the one sitting in the corner going, I can't do this.
She wouldn't
It's
really
not
hit
easy.
that.
It's really not. Everyone thinks entertaining is a walk in the park, and it's
not.
really not. It's really not.
No. Just to clarify, my wife wouldn't really hit the kids. That's just me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not horrible.
Right, question time, right?
Okay.
It's random questions, nothing to do with your business. Okay. You can pick 4 or 5.
Okay.
Read them out, unless you want me to read them for you. I don't know how, if you're
Should be all right.
Don't want to put you on the spot
How many
type
do you
thing.
want? Them?
4 or 5, that's 2.
Oh.
Is it?
No, that's...
Oh, it's...
Yeah, it's
I
2.
folded over, yeah.
3.
4?
That'll do.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got 6 there.
Right, hold on.
And you're only about 12, so you're not going to be able to answer all these, I don't think. Because you're too young to have an experience of something.
She's going to come up with the best answers now. You're going to be really shocked.
That's going to blow me away. I have seen an alien. 12, actually.
See one dressed up. There you go. It says, what's one conspiracy theory you secretly think might be true? I don't know.
Told ya.
That was more of a, my hand's just here. That was not a fist
No,
bump.
nothing.
So my daughter was telling me the other day, she was doing conspiracy theories.
Think.
And she was talking about the Titanic and stuff like that. And she's like, I really believe in the Titanic and how it isn't the Titanic. And I went, okay.
To be fair, no, I don't.
Flat Earth.
I just... It's not.
Good girl. You passed.
It's not. It's not
passed.
flat, is it?
No. Good girl.
Yeah, I don't know. that question's just no.
I'll crack up with all 6 of these. You don't know. Just don't know this.
If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be? To not laugh at a child if they do something.
Fall over.
Yeah, or do something, because I generally I can't help it, and then I just take the mick for the whole party. So that is one thing.
Self-control.
Yeah, I have none of that. Literally none. If they do something funny, I'm just like, well, and then the parent looks at me and I'm like,
Oh,
I can't help it. And they did it. That's your child, not mine. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you? To me in general, as work, or
Anything.
like
Anything in your life.
Oh God.
All 12 years of it, whatever.
Loads,
Sorry, I'm
to be
giving you
fair.
abuse.
Wait till her dad comes on. He's going to sit there and go, "Oh, you." Being horrible to
He's
my
probably
daughter.
similar age to me. Is he, your dad?
Yeah, 51.
There you go. Yeah, he probably looks about 25.
He's still going to have a go at you.
You'll have to read these for him, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Have you ever had a I don't know what that was.
Paranormal. Have you ever had a paranormal experience or seen a UFO?
So ghosts.
Have you seen a ghost, seen a UFO?
Do you believe in
No,
ghosts?
I don't believe in them, to be fair, but I know some people do. But I have had moments where I think, oh, that definitely just moved or something.
Go on then, tell us about it. I can't even remember any of them.
Oh, I can. It was, I was putting all boxes and stuff away in my shed, and then something just randomly fell, and I was like, I weren't even near it. Oh, I didn't even touch it, but I thought maybe it's just the wind or something, because the window was open a little bit, so I thought, something's just fallen off.
You're sort of quite
But-
sceptical in the fact that you want it to sort of, you have to have literally physical evidence of this is a ghost.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can explain it away. any
Yeah, I'm
other
just
time.
like, it just fell off the shelf, didn't it? Didn't touch it, but it just fell. But some people do believe in it. I don't know.
Fair enough. It's going well, isn't it? Glad I gave a 6.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever Googled?
Oh God. Don't ask. You're not allowed to answer. You are not allowed to answer that one.
I don't know. I Google loads about my business, but
Did she answer any of these questions? Was that right? Did she answer any of the 6?
not really.
Well
A
done.
couple.
Yeah. I might give you 1 bonus question. I'll pick it.
You read it to her, just so she's had that one.
How old are you really? No. Have you ever experienced deja vu? so strong it felt supernatural. Do you know what deja vu is?
Yeah.
Okay, just thought I'd just check.
No, I haven't. No.
I would say that. So I wouldn't.
I want one. I'm finding one that you're going to
not that it's exactly the same.
I can find one that you're definitely going to be able to have an answer for. If you had to... Oh, you'll be all right with this. Get your glue ready. If you had to survive a zombie apocalypse, who would you want by your side? I don't know why I said get your glue ready. I just thought it was going to ask about tools or something.
What, like a desert island?
If most of the earth turned to zombies...
Throw the glue on the floor.
If most of your earth turned to zombies, who would you have with you? Who would you want with you by your side to help you through it?
All my family, to be fair.
Okay.
Because I don't have friends, so...
I don't know. Bear Grylls?
So me and the kids are indoors getting eaten by zombies, and you're like, all right, Bear, come in there.
Show us how to eat this snake, Bear. Let's go one more, because these have all been such great answers. What's the weirdest food you've ever eaten? Did you like it? Oh, she's going to say like pork pound with cheese.
Or deep fried Mars bar. They're rank, by the way.
They're nice.
I haven't had one of them, so I'm not even going to try one.
Are you plain food eater? Are you pretty boring?
No, I do eat spicy food and stuff. Right. My boyfriend's plain eater. He'd tell you he ain't tried anything.
Really?
Now, one thing I don't like is fish, but I can't tell you that's weird and random, is it?
I don't like fish that much.
No, I don't eat it.
My daughter came back.
That's one thing.
My daughter came back yesterday. She had DT food tech at school, and she said to me, "I've eaten 3 crickets today." I went, "What the hell are you doing eating crickets?" And she said her teacher was talking about the different cultures and the sustainability of food, and how in the future it will be processed food, like processed meat that we're eating because we're running out and blah blah blah. And she said, and then for some reason she got crickets out, and she said people will be starting eating insects because they'll be a source of protein and, you know, everything like that. And she said, I want you girls to try one. And she had a tray of barbecue ones and a tray of salt and vinegar ones.
I've never done that in school in my life.
I visited
and
that
I would
school.
refuse as well.
I visited that school with her to choose her grammar school.
Yeah.
And I ended up eating a worm while I was
No, not a worm, a cricket.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a worm.
It was a mealworm.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
It was a worm.
It was a worm, yeah.
And you still sent her to the school?
Yeah, she loved it.
And the girl
that
showed us around the school. We bump into her every now and then. I think she works at Ninja Warrior. She used to. We're like, haven't I eaten worms with you? She's like, yeah, you did. Yeah. Right, here we go. You got any pets?
I don't.
Oh, my Christ.
I did have a dog.
If your pet... Oh, sorry. If your pet could talk, what's the first thing they'd say about you?
My sister's dog would tell me to go away. It's a nightmare.
Right, it hates you? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because I tell it off all the time. She just winds my niece and nephew. She winds them up all the time. Right. So I tell her off. So she don't like me.
Is your sister older?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what, you just got the one sister? Or?
Just one sister, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are you quite close with her?
Yeah, we're really close. And then I've got my niece and nephew, so...
Did she ever help out with the business?
She tries to. Bless her. She's got a two under 2.
Oh,
so.
blimey.
Well, one's now 2, but then she's got a 8-month-old. So
God.
Blimey.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. So she does try and help, bless her.
So do you sort of... try out a few things on them, like with this work at a kids' party?
Yes, I do, and they have. So my niece is going to have a fairy party, so I'm getting all the backdrops and things like that for her. So basically, they'll always have a party from me, pretty much, and sorted and set up. They always will do. But my nephew, he's always into like cars, trucks, things like this. So I'm like, right. If I do a cars themed, how can I do that?
Yeah.
But he did want a cars themed bedroom because they're moving house. So he wanted a cars themed bedroom. Then he wanted
they changed it.
Dinosaurs. And then now he's like, I don't want cars themed. He's like, I want a digger.
A digger?
A digger theme. So now lives like my sister. She's trying to find all this digger theme stuff. And she went, It's just ugly. It just looks ugly.
Just get him LCD walls.
Just change it.
Yeah, change whatever he wants.
But he wants a digger bed as well. So
I've
she's
seen
now
those.
trying to find a digger bed.
Yeah.
And she was like, can you not just have like Lightning McQueen cars or whatever? Because he absolutely loves that. But no, he's chosen a digger. At the age of 2, he's chosen a digger
So
bed.
it'd be like the bed would be the digger, and then like the scooper thing you could have cushions in and stuff like that, and that could be like the reading bit and stuff like that. So
this is the thing, it's like you're just like, you're 2.
Yeah.
You know what you want. He's really good like talking and stuff as well. Like when he was younger he used to be quite naughty, but that's because he couldn't communicate. Now he talks, he's absolutely fine. Like he talks all day, every day. And he tells you he'll just tell you to watch this, and you're like, I'm sure I just watched you do that. But I'm around kids all the time, really. Like because now I've got them too. It's nice. Like I go to my sister. Once I've done a party, I'm like, I'll come to you now.
Yeah.
So I'm never away from like the entertainment side.
Right, we've got one more question for you, and that is, we have a Spotify. Everyone who comes onto the Cherrywood podcast picks a.
You're playing it like a drum kit. You don't realise, but you. Yeah.
Picks a song for our Cherrywood Spotify Cherrywood playlist.
Yep.
So what song would you like to add to our Spotify playlist?
Stop tapping like a drum kit. Play, sorry.
What song? Any song.
Any song you want. It could be a kid's song. It could be one that you love playing at parties. What's your go-to song that would get all the kids up?
Any song you want.
Oh, God.
She don't like the questions that aren't involving kids' parties, is there?
Kids parties.
I'm like,
It's hot with every kids' party.
that is literally my life.
Your life.
That is my life.
It is your life. You're right.
If she says Agadoo, say no.
No, we
Birdie song.
do Cha-Cha Slide. They like that one.
Oh, slide to the left, slide to the right.
Chris,
Clap, clap.
That's a good one for the kids. But
Okay. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
You've got no other song you like? Do you imagine getting
don't
married
really
and
listen to
think,
it, to be honest.
do you ever plan your wedding or anything like that and first dance that you're going to have?
Yeah, we do plan it.
Do you ever think about what first dance you're going to have?
No, she's got all this entertainment.
Slide to the left.
She's like, oh, I could have this.
If we film your wedding and it's that Cha-Cha Slide is your first dance song, then I'd be
No,
really
it won't
impressed.
be. It'll probably be some rock kind of music. I don't know. Like my boyfriend loves all this drum and bass and rubbish stuff, but I won't have that on my first dance. Absolutely not. But no, I don't really know.
Okay.
I've got options, but not.
Perfect.
So the boyfriend of 4 years needs to get his finger out to propose it.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it'll be a while. Yeah. He's not ready.
You see the panic in her face.
He's not ready. No, definitely
He's not ready.
No, and he's not even ready for a house. Let's face it.
Oh,
He's getting
still,
there.
He's still a
getting there.
baby, so
He's
don't
25.
rush it.
Yeah, he's still little.
Right, tell everyone where they can find you, where Instagram, Facebook, everything.
If you need help, read that.
All right. They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and my website, which is Busybodies with Jess, ltd.co.uk.
On every one of them.
Yeah.
Busybodies with Jess Limited,
Yeah.
ltd.co.uk.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then on Facebook it's Busybodies with Jess. Instagram it's Busybodies with Jess.
There we
It's
go.
just nice and simple.
Busybodies
nice
with
and easy.
Jess. There we go.
Thank you so much for coming on.
And then that's my logo.
Busybodies.
That's the logo.
That's the logo. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good logo. I like that logo.
Yeah, with
Mum
the
done all
hands
the bubble
coming
writing.
on. Yeah, I like it. Did you
Mum
design
done the
it?
bubble writing, and then I said primary colours.
Your mum did the bubble writing?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So she designed it all on paper, and then I sent it off. And
She's cool at it.
we've put all the arms and legs on it for like the kids' activities and stuff. So
I love it.
It is cool. So well done. Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
last
you so
minute.
much.
Really
No
appreciate
worries,
it. I
thank
hope you
you.
enjoyed it. Wasn't
I
that
did.
nerve-wracking, was
no,
it?
it's actually it's all
There
right.
we go then. Right, thanks everyone. See you next time. I can't be bothered to say like, share, subscribe. Do what you want. I don't care.
Thank you so much for that. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you want to ask questions or anything like that.
Oh yeah, and you can find us on www.cherrywoodpodcast.com and also possibly KMTV now. Right?
Yeah.
Channel 7. or 159 on Virgin, something like that, I think.
Maybe you should do your research before you start telling people.
I'll do my research when we're definitely on. We're having a couple of trials. Once they've seen this rubbish, they're definitely not going to continue.
That's not any.
Not
bad,
you.
Yeah.
Once they see that rubbish, Jess is.
No, ignore him.
No. Right, thank everyone.
you.
Thank everyone. Thank you, I mean. Oh, whatever.
Bye.
I've had enough. Club Awesome, for autistic children and their families, a place where everyone belongs and fun knows no age limit.
Today's sponsors are
Bond Carpentry, where precision meets creativity.
From bespoke cupboards to second fix carpentry, garden houses, and even the Cherrywood Podcast sign. Call 07738 732 931.
Bond Carpentry, licensed to drill. This podcast has been brought to you by Snugdubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk. Need stunning video or photography for your big day or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion.